You're being watched. There we go.
Is it good now?
Yeah. That looks like a nice little chill spot.
My patio, it's nice.
Sick.
It's all right.
Are you on what level are you on?
The bottom on the
Ground?
floor level. Yeah, floor level. Yeah, it's a nice little spot.
Hell yeah.
Mustache looking nice.
I know, dude. I've been putting booster on it.
What is it, like a Miracle Grow, like oil or something?
Yeah. Brian, I can't see you. Oh, there he is.
No, don't look at me.
You're as ugly as I remember. You can take the screen back off.
All right, then. Boop. It worked.
Yep, there we go. All better.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'll behave.
We can hear you without seeing you, so it's perfect.
Watching videos, they're taking drugs out of avocados.
They're smuggling drugs in avocados?
Yeah, they replace the seed with a package of drugs.
Not the dumbest idea I've ever heard, but clearly they found it.
Smuggling in avocados.
Dude, they'll do it in anything.
How did they make it look so like perfect?
Oh, like how they seal it back up?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know. That's a new one to me, but drug dealers are cartel and shit like that. They're pretty crafty. Did you ever watch Locked Up Abroad?
Say it again.
Did you ever watch a show called Locked Up Abroad?
No.
Dan?
Way back in the day.
Right. So
I know what it's about.
Okay, so basically it's about people getting caught, like trafficking for one reason or another. And there was this lady, she was like smuggling hash out of, I think, Japan. And let's see how it went. So they wanted her to roll up hash in like saran wrap and swallow it. Okay, that was how she was gonna smuggle it. And then when she got it back, she'd like crap it out. But so she's rolling up the balls of hash, then saran wrapping them with her fingers. It doesn't wash them, So all this oil is on the outside of the pellets that she's putting in. Then she smokes a joint and goes to she has a joint that she doesn't finish and she puts it in her purse. Then she's going to the airport and she starts getting high because all that oil is on her pellets that she ate. Then they find the joint in her purse. So she's just ripped out of her mind. Customs has her like back in the side room, like, what's going on? And then she has to tell them that she ingested all the stuff.
She didn't have to tell him. She could just be like, yeah, I smoked a joint. I was high.
I can't.
She's probably freaking out.
Dude, she was.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when you hear her tell the story, you feel so bad for her.
It's not like going like the bag's going across the X-ray or whatever. They can't see like in her gut. Can you imagine that though? If they did do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're walking through the scanner, instead of it just checking to see if you have metal on you, it could actually just X-ray your guts, and then you can see these little pellets inside your stomach or your intestines.
Like Jackass when they do the toy car and then go get X-rayed.
No way, I haven't seen that.
What? I haven't seen that either.
Who does it? Who eats it?
No, Ryan Dunn sticks it up his ass and then he goes X-rayed and the doctor's like, "What the hell is this?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Why is that there?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "How could that have got there?" He goes, "Maybe you put it up there." The doctor like, "No, something's up." But they got the X-ray.
That's crazy. It has to be an old one.
It's so funny. It's so old. It's like one of the first ones.
That's nuts.
It's OG shit.
Yeah, I don't think airports are that far off from having that as you walk through.
No, 100% possible.
Yeah, did they try to do something similar after 9/11, maybe a few years later? But like it was too much. Like in the X-ray, You guys remember that?
I'll be right
Uh,
back.
I don't remember that, but I could definitely see it
It was like showing
being
too much,
proposed.
like body parts and stuff.
Oh, I do remember that. It
Maybe.
was like because it gets an invasion of privacy. You can see like girls' boobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wieners.
Yeah, I do remember them trying to do that, and they couldn't.
I feel like there's a bunch of wieners.
Yeah, a bunch of wieners. They're not looking at the wieners. Well, some of them are.
They probably see your mustache on there. Probably
Yeah,
show.
they'd probably see a little toy car up my butt too.
Most likely.
Bro, I can't believe you've never seen that. That blows my mind.
I mean, if it was the first Jackass, that was so long ago.
You guys didn't watch it back when it was like on MTV and just getting started?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, but it was so long ago, and they do so many stunts. It's hard to keep them all straight.
That was
especially the old ones. The
memorable.
old ones are just like filmed like a camcorder from home or something.
Yeah,
But it's like,
the quality's horrible. It's great.
yeah, they're awful.
Uh-huh.
It's
I used
crazy.
to want to
how
go
much
back
they
and watch
know.
this.
Dan, watch the toy car one tonight.
Did you? I feel like I told you guys about it, but did you ever watch the Vice story on Bam like a year ago?
Like his rise and demise.
Well, kinda. I mean, it just goes through like his childhood. So I guess so. It was only like an hour long, maybe not even. But it just shows like Bam, like where he's at now or where he was maybe a year ago. But he left everything because he was going down a terrible path and was going to kill himself.
Mhm.
And then went back to trying to learn how to skate again and get healthy and not drink and all this stuff. And was doing good.
Doesn't he like kind of suck at skating now though?
Oh, he was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like so out of shape.
He's
And,
heavier too.
Yeah, it was like 10 years since he touched a skateboard or something.
Yeah. He yeah, and Novak's sober and has been for a while.
Right. I think a lot of those guys are. And it was more like
Steve-O is.
people that came in later just and used them just to party and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So people that weren't the real friends, not like a real core group.
Right.
But that was like they were saying how Bam, how he when he was growing up and he was like the original person that started doing like the Jackass stunts. He was the one making the home movies and all that kind of stuff. And they got the idea of Jackass from him, essentially. Him and his friends that were like running around the neighborhood doing stupid shit.
CKY.
Yeah, exactly. So like it compared like his skate videos and then like his funny videos. And people like his funny videos more, but he wanted to get his skate videos out, so he'd like combine the two.
This sounds familiar. Like you sent this and I watched it. Or
Probably, I think I did send it, but it was pretty interesting.
When he was like, he was like smoking like meth and shit, and right, and they got him off that, and he was like doing Adderall.
Allegedly,
And
I don't know.
Sure, allegedly, but then Jackass wanted him sober, and they wouldn't let him take. Then they wouldn't let him take his Adderall.
Well, isn't that why he wasn't in like the last one or something?
Yeah,
like he was in the last one, but
yeah. And they're like, yeah, you can't take that. And he's like, it's my medication. And I think they're just kind of being dicks because they were still kind of pissed at him.
Right. Well, the whole thing was in that Vice documentary. He gets his wife pregnant or whatever, and then they come back and I guess he got addicted to alcohol again, and then went down, right back in the same path after being sober for a year or whatever it was.
They can make a whole documentary just based off the amount of alcohol and amount of drugs they did behind the scenes to make those
Oh
clips.
yeah,
I would love to know that.
Oh yeah,
that seems right up Vice's alley.
Yeah,
Vice is all over the place. Vice will do anything.
Vice will do the dumbest shit, and then it's also doing stuff where you're like, oh, okay, I'll listen to what they have to say.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, overall I don't like Vice. But have you guys watched any of this Murdaugh stuff?
Oh, but I keep hearing about it.
It's been talked about very frequently, so we got into it. And the trial's going on right now, but there's a special on Netflix that talks about other shit within this family.
Murdaugh.
I'm kind of oblivious, but I just have the overall idea of what's happening.
Yeah.
Daddy killer or something.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a fucking.
So you've been watching that Murdaugh thing? Yeah. Yeah, so he's watching it.
She has watched it. Dan, you know what we're talking about?
No, never heard of it.
All right, so this guy's on trial right now for a bunch of shit. Murdering his wife and son is one charge. I guess he like embezzled or he. What's up, Ponge?
Hi.
How are
Heard
you?
the murder stuff. I'm like, I'm in.
Hell yeah, yeah. You have love watch the documentary. It's fucking wild because it all starts. The documentary all starts with his son, who's 19, being out on a boat all wasted, and they crash, and a girl dies. So like the family's super corrupt in the town. They just like own it, and they got like the cops and detectives in their back pocket. Like it's crazy. But then all this stuff starts happening, and then there's a murder. It's a fucking shit show. I'm not gonna explain it all, but just Ponge knows it's good.
Oh, yeah, like their family is like generational of like judges and like law. So they were like, they own everyone.
And he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
He was his family like is law. Like I said, that
Yeah.
he owned that law firm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the law firm let him go because he was stealing money from his clients.
Yeah. And apparently he was like super addicted to Oxycontin.
But it sounds very close to American Psycho, like that plot. So kind of sort of. He's on Wall Street, but he's a fucking psycho. No one knows it.
I don't think I've seen American Psycho, to be honest. The movie?
Yeah, dude, watch it. It's really good. And it's short, so you can stay awake.
It's short? All right.
Yeah. It's only like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that.
That's a sweet spot for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Gladiator the other day, and it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I thought there's no way I'm making it through this.
Yeah, but Gladiator is an American classic.
I know, I need to watch it.
Sonny and I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it took 2 weeks.
Hell yeah. 2 weeks?
The first 2 we watched kind of fast, and the last one took forever.
Third one's super long anyway. Was it the extended version?
It wasn't extended, but they're all like 3 hours.
They're all fucking long. Yeah, good movies though.
Yeah.
I feel like Lord of the Rings there's some really slow parts. Yeah, I think Preston would fall asleep through.
Yeah, just following Sam and Frodo, Merry and Pippin. That's the slow part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to see the battles.
Right, they're so epic. It's literally the rating. It's like I don't even know what it was, but it said because of epic battles.
Yeah. Yeah. The fighting in that movie is amazing. And those orcs, like, it's the perfect mix of badass, but also like actually scary.
So like I feel like I caught it this time, but I think they called the orcs horse people.
What?
I think they called the orcs horse people.
Horse people.
Horse people.
Okay.
I mean, which kind of makes sense, I guess, for like how they look and how strong they are.
Horse people.
Maybe. I also noticed that
they're ugly as hell.
They are. But everybody there has like superpowers that they can run infinitely. Like their stamina is like
those
they
horse, they don't get tired.
Everybody just can everybody. Like they're literally when
Gimli, you mean everybody in like that
Aragon, everybody in the movie.
Oh, in the whole movie.
In the whole movie can do it. Like they're literally running 3 days straight, night and day. And
that makes sense. How
Gimli's trying to stop. Gimli's trying to stop and like eat, and they're like, "No, we don't have any time," and they just keep running.
Dude, Gimli's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Well, aren't they? So it's like the whole universe. Yeah, the whole universe is like it's like elves. There's like elves, humans, hobbits, and orcs, right?
Dwarves
and dwarves. But it is. I mean, it is a movie. If they can't run forever, they have too much slow. It's already slow enough.
Yeah, it's already long enough.
Right. Oh, yeah, because they have to go like across the whole fucking planet.
They're covering the entire Middle Earth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Damn, that pizza looks fire.
Does look good.
We're celebrating my birthday next weekend. I'm not talking to you guys. You're not invited.
Yeah.
And we're getting Marco's pizza and donuts.
Mm.
Are you gonna like put the donuts on the pizza?
Maybe.
Donut pizza.
I'm not gonna count it out. I'm sure that's good.
Dude, what if you had like a cinnamon stick pizza or something like that?
Ooh,
Like a cinnapie, and then put a donut on top of that.
Sweet and salty.
Yeah, I could.
Remember what was that creation that we had after one of our shows? Maybe the first one.
Oh, dude, I think about that a
Like
lot,
a 10,
and I try to
10 layer
remember. I remember there's donuts, and then there was the
Swiss
strawberry
yeah,
strawberry
cheese.
roll things.
I think snowballs too.
No, was there?
I think there was snowball.
Was there ice cream on there too?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. And then I remember we ate it, and I went and just laid in my bathtub and just felt horrible.
I remember like barely eating any of it and just being like, this is terrible. This is, the first bite was great, and then the rest was just awful.
Yeah.
It's so terrible.
I think I remember seeing that, looking at that, and being like, I don't want to partake.
Yeah.
I think I watched you guys do that one.
Oh, so disgusting.
I didn't earn it though, because I didn't do the show.
Love, the best is when you'd come home with Red Lobster pasta and we put that on pizza.
Yeah.
Man, that was next level shit. Easy.
We did get pretty creative. I remember one time I put chicken nuggets and avocado on a pizza.
That sounds
great.
It was really good. I tried to math out like all the calories on it. It was like over 3,000 calories. It was like 70 grams of protein.
Nice.
100 almost 200 grams of carbs. So good.
Worth it.
Yeah, you pretty much put anything on pizza. Like anything you add to pizza.
Pineapple?
Of course.
Yep.
People who don't like pineapple on pizza are lying or have never tried it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few times I'll eat
100%.
mushrooms is on pizza.
It's fire on pizza.
Yeah.
I love
Pizza's
it.
better, but
I like mushrooms anyway.
mushrooms are just there. Would you eat onions on pizza?
No. Now I do remember when I was younger, we'd get those Butch's white pizzas.
I hated Butch's.
It's not that good, but
I hated Butch's.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it had the white sauce and like garlic. That one was like flavored pretty well, but there's fucking onions on it. So, but anyway, yeah, Butch's was like, I hated how like inconsistent it was.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a pizza across. It was like they'd have like the meat on top and then the cheese under it, and you know what I'm saying?
Was that local?
I don't know.
Oh, it was frozen. Frozen pizza.
Right, but I thought they were made local for whatever reason.
I remember Sue's would have them. Remember you could order a pizza and it was a Butch's frozen? That was pretty clutch to have at a bar.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Yeah. I love pizza. I can't wait to have some. So good. Sam,
I never had Marco's.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
So it's like you know how Papa John's is like really good, but you know it's shitty quality, but it's so good. Marco's is kind of like that. Because you can get a fucking XL for, I think it's like $20, $21. You get this massive pizza. So you just know it's not like the best quality, but you get a lot and it's so phenomenal.
I was craving pizza last Friday when my dad was here. I never really do because I don't eat pizza that often, but I was craving it. And so I ordered it and I Uber Eats it. And, you know, you just get killed with fees.
Yeah, that sounded funny. Uber Eats.
You get killed with fees. So, I overpaid. I overpaid for this pizza by so much. I used my dad's card, but he told me to. But
hell yeah.
it came and it was a fucking calzone. And I was so disappointed.
You don't like calzones?
I do like calzones. It
But you
was
wanted
not
a pizza?
bad, but I wanted pizza,
Uh-huh.
and I was expecting pizza. And when I got it was a calzone, and I wasn't about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. Tried a new
Wait,
place.
so did you just order the wrong thing, or did they fuck up the order?
I don't know because I remember when I was reading it too. It did say it said pizzas, and then it said something about calzones, but it didn't specify which ones were pizzas and which ones were calzones. That makes sense.
So because you didn't call it in, you did it on the phone.
Yeah,
It didn't have pictures.
I Uber Eats it.
They didn't have pictures, bro.
No, there's no pictures.
When we were in Vegas for the end of our honeymoon, we were like trying to get food different times, and we didn't have a car, so we Uber. I think we door dashed. So same concept, but we got I think it was 2 Chipotle burritos for it was like $30 after everything. It's like holy shit, we can't keep doing that. So we found these
That's as much as one of the burritos.
huh?
Like one of those burritos is maybe like what 10, 11, $12. So their fees was as much as another fucking burrito.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's fucking dude. It's so crazy when you do that. It costs so much more. It's almost like 100% more.
yeah, we don't. It is basically because that's almost closer to what it is when me and we usually wouldn't get guac or the extra stuff. So usually those burritos are under $10. They're like 8 maybe. So it's almost double your order.
Right.
Damn.
Ridiculous.
I've never used Uber Eats or DoorDash. Not one.
Trap.
Clearly you shouldn't.
Yeah, we're giving it bad reviews right now. It's
watch me do it this weekend.
I've overpaid for just hamburgers, dumb shit. It's just blows your mind. It's like you do it because you're hungry, but then after you do it, you're like, God damn it, why did I do that?
But why don't you just drive there?
What?
Why don't you just drive there?
Well, that is the convenience aspect of not leaving.
Man, I never take that. I feel like I'd always rather just go get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it just takes longer to get anywhere around here.
That's definitely true. I was thinking that you leaving your house and me leaving my house is different.
Yeah. Rather not spend.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
So I tried listening to the audiobook, Marcus Aurelius.
I'm about halfway through it.
I tried. I made it through a couple drives, and then I was just like, I'm just trying to listen to this other shit.
Dude, it's hard to follow. You have to actually really pay attention because of the way I talk. I've been meaning to say something to you about it, Dan, because I'm about halfway through. But I'm not gonna lie, I got away from it and started listening to something else too.
Spotify,
dude, it's so
easy.
What?
Small brains.
Spotify and YouTube. I'm listening to other shit that makes more sense and is more applicable. I don't know.
Well, no, hold on. It's not that
maybe more interesting.
It's just it's like in Catholic Church when they're doing the sermon. It's like just get to the point. You know, quit trying to dance around it with all this extra stuff with your fancy words. Just get to the point. That's what the book's like.
There is no point. It's just random journal entries.
Yeah.
There's no plot. There's no climax. It's just here's a thought. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
I really don't think they're structured in any certain way. It's just one. It's a quote. It's one quote after another, and they don't line up to tell a story.
Right. Still,
that's probably why I'm losing interest. It doesn't follow anything.
I definitely think that it'd be more beneficial to read because you can do it's almost like it'd be a lot better poop book because you can just read a quote while you're taking a poop, and if it's complex, you can read through the same quote 4 times to get a really deep understanding of it. Because with
driving
the audio book,
yeah,
exactly. With the audio book and you're driving, you hear something that's super complex, and you're like, wait a minute, and you try to start to think about it, and then it's just right on to the next one, and it moves pretty quick.
Yeah,
So there's definitely way more benefit to read it. It'd be a really good poop book.
it's a really good point.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Not,
you gotta read.
not a
I'm
bad
some
idea.
of I'm some of a philosopher myself. You know,
Philosopher's.
philosopher. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the rest of my pizza.
Oh man,
Dang, don't bring that over here. I don't want to look at it.
did you even work out today?
Probably not.
No, I went on a walk. I started a walk. I was gonna actually work out right after work, but the gym's closed right now because they have to clean the pool, and the only way to get to the pool to get to
Somebody
the gym is
put
through the pool gates. No, I don't think so. At least that's not what they're telling us. But
Cover
so
up.
the only way to get to the pool is with a key card. The only way to get to the weight room after work hours is through the pool with a key card, and I have that like literally like locked shut, so no one can get in. So I went for a walk, and when I was on my walk, I had to call Capital One because something went wrong with my car payments, and that ended up taking like 45 minutes. So I ended up going like an hour and a half walk, and then it was time to have this chat, and I didn't get my eating time in, didn't get my workout in, but
I heard a
maybe
lot.
I'll just do some
I heard a lot of excuses. That's
do
about
some
it.
push-ups.
Big
You know what? It all started
waterfall
when
of
I didn't
madness.
wake. It all started when I didn't wake up in time to do it in the morning. That was
No excuse.
Oh wow! Just start the day off with a loss.
you know,
Wow,
I'll do double tomorrow.
that'd be a lesson for everybody.
I did like a 3 mile run yesterday. My knees are screaming today. You know I'm getting.
Is it your tibs
Dude,
or is it actually your knees?
I basically haven't ran
It's my knees.
a race.
I played basketball.
I don't blame you.
Played basketball on Sunday for the first time in 5 months, and my hips are destroyed.
Yeah.
I literally, yeah, it's awful.
Like,
Like, I
How
didn't
bad?
know that.
How bad you're growing? Like you're growing
It's
adductors.
adductors and hamstrings are tight, but I got crossed up a little bit and did the splits. One of my foots went behind me, and I heard like a ton of. I heard felt a bunch of pops in my hip, and I laid there for like 2 seconds, like, what just happened? Am I okay? Is this okay? Like, am I gonna be able to walk? And I felt fine, so I got up and I was like, I started moving. I'm like, I'm fine. And then I finished the game, and then it wasn't until like 5 hours later when I got out of the car, I was like, oh, there it is. And my hips,
your whole hips got realigned that day.
dude, something happened. It felt okay when it happened, like afterwards, but now it's not good.
Bro, if it's still like that in like a couple weeks, you might want to get your hips checked.
I think it's fine.
Might-
It's gotten better over the last 2
Pop the
days.
labor.
It's gotten better. So there's improvement.
Was it like a 5-on-5?
Yeah. I haven't played since like September.
Yeah, to just jump right into that is you're almost doomed to fail.
Yeah, I said 2 games and I played 3, so that's where I fucked up because it was 30.
That's how you know you're getting old, blood.
Yeah.
And I know. 30 life. You ready, Weston? Here it comes.
I got my mustache on. I'm ready.
All the aches and pains.
Weston's gonna turn 30 and have a
Dude.
baby in the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Love, I
Hitting
don't
30
have,
hard.
yeah. Well, if you're gonna do it, do it.
I'm sure you did that. You guys did do that.
What?
I did it
Wait,
last year.
Blub, you're 30, Blub?
Yeah.
You're the early baby.
Kind of. I was one of the older ones.
Well, he was born 92. I was 93.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're almost as old as me. You're only 5 months younger than me. Wow. I didn't realize that till now.
Surprise.
I always thought you were just that
Motherfucker.
dorky junior. Fucking dork.
Some things don't change.
All right.
Yeah. What Well, no, Bluff, I'm not gonna have aches and pains like you because I didn't play as much football as you did. So you really shaved some years off when I was doing my thing.
I feel like I told you guys, but
Not getting
in
hit.
my CT scans that I've been doing, it says I have degenerative hips.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I told you guys.
it's not surprising at all.
Yeah. So, basketball just doesn't help.
So you just accelerated it with the splits that you just did.
Yeah. That's probably why things pop so much.
I mean, might as well just live your life the way you want.
I've actually I haven't been for the last 6 months. I haven't done hardcore leg exercises or workouts in general until recently. And recently, it's been fine. My hips have been fine. So I thought everything was going good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse if he hadn't been doing that.
It's true.
Maybe the strength training saved you from literally tearing your labrum and all this shit in there.
Very potential.
You know what's crazy is Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was just a fucking horse, like horse legs in the 80s. He's a running back for Oakland in the 80s. And that motherfucker, his career ended because he went to stop all of a sudden. He was running full speed, went to stop all of a sudden. And his hip fucking jammed up into his hip socket, his femur jammed up into his hip socket and cut an artery. And then, but they didn't know, or cut something a small artery. So I had internal bleeding, and then all of that internal bleeding that they didn't know about was eroding, the cushion and all the good flowing juices in there, ruined his career. That motherfucker obviously was unless he was on steroids, and that's one of the reasons his muscles were just too strong for his body and or for his joints. And it could be the case because he was fucking huge.
His legs were
dude, he was a unicorn for sure. No one was that big in the 80s. And he was a running back and he was fast as shit.
He played baseball too?
Yeah, he played baseball too.
Yeah, I think there's videos of him snapping a bat on his quad.
Yeah, he did it all the time. He did it on his head too. He just pulled it down over his head and just broke it over his head. Yeah, he was a fucking horse.
You would think a lot of guys back then were probably doing steroids because that's when it was popping, and the regulations back then were not even nearly as severe as they are now.
Well, that wasn't that long. They were piggybacking off of the Arnold era,
right?
It was the Arnold era was late 70s, right?
They were looking at that we're definitely taking that.
Let's try it. Let's try that. Maybe that'll
why
for us.
Why would we not do this?
I mean, not too long after was McGuire, Sosa, Canseco.
Roger Clemens.
Yeah. Which was that's good baseball. Come on.
I know.
That should happen.
I know.
Dude, that shit.
Let him take it all.
The Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa home run race was one of the most entertaining things in all of sports history that year.
Yeah.
And it was all due to steroids.
Yeah, right.
Who would have thought? And then Barry Bonds.
Dude, Bonds
was crazy.
Yeah, he was launching them.
He was massive. You looked at him and you're like, come on. You're not even trying to hide it.
He didn't even look like a baseball player. He was just a gigantic dude.
What did he play? Did they put him in the outfield?
When he was younger. In his early years, he played outfield, and then I think he transitioned to DH.
Of course.
When he was older. Yeah.
Step out there, crank one into the stands, go back and sit down.
Dude, what a life,
Dude. Hell yeah.
That's what Aaron Judge is heading towards, too. Aaron Judge, that motherfucker, he's 6'9" or some shit. It's how are you playing baseball, dude? 6'9"? That dude doesn't need steroids. But I think to just walk up to the plate and try to hit as many home runs as you can, and you get paid $50 million a year, and you only have to do it for 6 months of the year.
It's nuts.
And the wear and tear on your body just to be DH is so minimal.
Right. To play baseball in general is not a whole lot of wear and tear on your body.
Yeah, I mean, but you're if you're a catcher or pitcher in the outfield and you're diving for shit, but if you're just stepping up there and swinging a bat and then going and sitting down, I mean, that's about as good as it gets. That's like being a kicker,
Mm-hmm.
True.
But it's way cooler. Because for the most part, when kickers are doing stuff, it's fucking who cares? Every once in a while it matters. But anytime you go up there
mean-
and slug one like 500 yards or however far those are, it's like
I
people.
think if you took a poll of 10,000 men, I think 10,001 men would say they'd rather be Aaron Judge than Robbie Gould.
Right. Yeah.
Or the one kicker that won a bunch of Super Bowls with
Vinatieri.
Vinatieri. Dude's got like 6 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, he's
10,000 out of 10,000 would be Aaron Judge over Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, probably.
That's nuts though. 6 rings. Just smacking field goals for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
What a deadly combo. All you need, Tom Brady, all you need is 50, 60 yards. And you know you just got a fucking clutch kicker. Just kick it from 50 yards out. Deadly.
Be reassuring.
Robbie Gould's pretty good too, though, right? He's been in the NFL for a long time.
Yeah, he's had a long career. He's old as shit. I think he might be in his 40s.
Hey, chill.
Weston.
Fuck you, Ivy. What?
Ivy got me when I visited Brian.
Of course she did.
It was my own fault.
I bet it was.
I actually kind of forget what I was doing, but I remember her.
Hey, sure.
We were being good. We were like I think we were on a walk or something, and I went to try to get her to go or something. I don't know, and I went to put my hand like by her, like kind of like point my finger at her like this real quick, and dude, she was quick with it. It was like I was like kind of toying with her, kind of doing this.
Why would you do
with
that?
it and just and she just got like a tooth on my finger. That was it.
That was
Like,
in the living room, wasn't it?
Was it in the living room?
Yeah, I think you were messing with her though.
He said that. He said he
Yeah.
kind of egged her on.
He was.
I said I didn't doubt it. I would never challenge that dog. I would defend myself against her, but I'm not gonna fuck with her. I just don't trust her as far as I can throw.
It was so random. That's what she's just so random. I can't.
What do you mean random?
Like,
you're dicking with her.
No. We were like everything was pleasant for a second, and then it was like because she gets like if you have a ball because like we were playing with a ball a lot. Like I would toss a ball around to her, and then randomly she gets real territorial with the ball, especially if it like got near her bed, and you could tell she would just like sit down and kind of like she would like corner eye you or side eye you. And then if you walk at her, she like after you like, dude, we've been playing with this ball for 10 minutes. Now you're gonna fucking do that. Yeah.
Dang.
There was a little bit. There was one point she was doing that to Brian too. It turns out she was laying on my sock.
Yeah.
And she was freaking out at Brian walking by. She was like underneath the table, on top of my sock, and Brian was just trying to walk down the hallway
because she thought he was gonna take it from her.
Yeah, she just gets like randomly territorial about things like that, like socks and toys. And
dude,
stuff.
so random. You just be playing with her. You just be playing with her, and then all of a sudden you're getting snapped at, and you're about to lose a finger.
Somehow she like leaves Ziggy's toys alone. She doesn't mess with his toys. So shocking.
She knows. I'm surprised she doesn't like try to take them and make her his or make them hers.
Right.
And then get territorial on them.
Dude, being around Ivy's literally walking on eggshells.
She's not that bad. Dan did pretty good when he's here.
You know what, too? Because like I was like, all right, we're getting along. Because she would like in the morning, because Brian had her. Oh, there's the man right there. Brian had her locked up in the kitchen overnight, so I could sleep in peace without having a dog like stare at me and want to cut my throat while I was asleep. But when everybody woke up, you know, he'd let her out, and it was like she was so happy to be out of the kitchen. She jumped up on top of the bed and was like licking my face, and I was like, "Fucking!" I was shitting myself, thinking my nose is gonna be gone here in a second. And then she'd cuddle me. She cuddled me for like 5 minutes, and we were cool. And then we play a little bit. Next thing I know, I'm getting my finger snapped at.
Love, is she is she getting better in her old age? Or no?
Sort of.
I haven't seen Ivy in years.
Minimal.
I feel like she has.
She's not as. It's not as much, but it's still the same stuff. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like she does it less.
What up, Ziggy?
She can control.
She deals with she doesn't snap as bad.
She can control.
Right.
Like now when she gets you, it's like it's not like she like really grabs down. It's like a quick like swipe.
Yeah.
Is that true to him?
Yeah, she didn't bite. It was
Just
just
a
like
little-
it was literally just like her tooth like scraped me. It was just it was almost like a scratch basically.
Yeah.
Just enough to let you know. Like if she wanted to, she could.
Yeah.
Basically.
She's so fast.
You know what? She did really good with Ziggy though, at least while I was there.
He's so damn cute.
This way, bud. Ziggy's pretty much 8 months tomorrow.
Wow.
Because he's the 30th and there's no 30, but
He's so cute.
Look at him standing up straight. Dude, Weston, this dude is muscular.
Yeah. You were saying that last time. Hey, bud. What?
I did say that last time. Yeah, the dude's got abs. He's just like a baby gorilla when he's crawling. You can see his back muscles.
Dang.
talking about you. Talking about you.
I mean, look at his dad though.
Talk about us now.
He's a fucking he's an effing gorilla. Sorry, I won't swear in front of you,
Watch
Ziggy.
your mouth.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't have a kid.
We need to start a pool when he starts growing his hair. What are the bets?
Oh, like
Starts growing his body hair,
Oh,
chest hair,
I'm gonna
armpit,
say 4th grade.
that was gonna be my guess.
All right,
I
guys.
don't
I'm
know. Puncher's pretty hairy too. I'm gonna say 2nd grade.
yeah, I got salmon waiting for me.
Salmon.
I think
Is that a fishy fish?
we've been on for a while. Salmon.
Is a salmon fishy?
Salmonella.
It's a cousin of a fish.
The cousin.
I think out.
Have you
I finished that whole pizza for you guys. Wow.
It doesn't look like it's gone.
Yeah, you got like some of the best part on there still.
This is for the ducks.
No, you need to eat that.
Dude, the
Right
crust
now.
is people that don't eat the crust are idiots.
Dan, I bet you can't fit all that crust in your
me.
mouth right
Yeah,
now.
I bet you can't one bite it.
You know what? I actually believe in you guys.
We believe in you.
I don't want to put the whole crap in my mouth. I'm not bad.
It's like
You're talking to the wrong guy.
Dan starts choking and dies
On video.
On video.
No one to help me.
I'll put it on like Live Leak or something.
Yeah,
Whatever's available.
yeah.
Uncensored
You know,
Twitter.
The least you guys could do is get me famous.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
help me go viral if I was to die on camera.
We'll set up a GoFundMe in your name, and then we'll take all your money and put it on crypto and vacations.
XRP. Hey, that's the way I would want it to be.
Yeah.
That's the way I would want it to be.
Thanks,
Appreciate
dude.
that.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye, Ziggy.
Bye.
See you, boys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.